Checking. Okay. The boy wonder. Kalen Mawa enters the chat after a phenomenal victory. How you doing, brother? Good to see you in the chat. This game is very loud. Let me just soften it a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to be screaming. As if I don't do enough of that already. Okay, I'm going to wait for a couple more seconds. Where's my sponsor screenshot? There it is. Zoom in. Good job. Okay. Come on, Kev R, kick ass. Good job, nice second place there, Mr. Fluffy Butt. Flying in that Alfa Romeo, putting some unorthodox cars on the podium there. Is this your way of letting me check my mic here, Steven? Okay, well, anyway, this is qualifying. And like a dice, yes, it was flippin' awesome, man. Good racing. Oh wait, let me mute my PC before there's some echo there. And with that, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gran Turismo South Africa Manufacturers Series. This is round number 5 of the series, and we're on a fantasy track from Gran Turismo. Circuit is saying Croix. I'm not French, so I don't know. Sorry for butchering the name there. But yeah, we are currently in qualifying. Before we get started, let's give a shout out to our sponsors: Rhino Utilities, Mayfair Gearbox, Right Recruitment, TGN Racing Simulators, Track Art, and any more? Am I missing any more? Stephen, let me know. Stephen, being the founder and host, exclamation box sponsors. If only that was a thing we could do. I wish that would be lovely. But it is what it is. Okay, we're getting into Kikiki AA Ra! Exclamation point commands. What are we doing here? Anyway, we are in qualifying. Wait. Why am I waiting? Do the thing. I'm supposed to get on with like calling out the drivers here. They're already halfway into their first lap of qualifying. Someone is still in the pits. It's OJ. But here we go. Okay, so let's look at our driver lineup for tonight. There's a couple of guys who can't make it. I think VSR Richard, Levitius, and a few others that can't make the race tonight. So unfortunately, we're not racing with a full lobby. Exclamation box answers again. Wish there was a thing that worked to like plop it up on the screen or something like that, or hold a paper to a camera or something like that. Podium finishes. Oh, the last races podium finishes missing. Oh wow. So yeah, our fast boys are not racing tonight, but we do have here currently running in the front of the pack, sitting at 2:07.1. That is a stonking fast lap by SMP3 Pro there. Supermani Hollywood goes ahead as well, 2:06.7. I think people are going to be using just basically one qualifying, or they'll be switching tires and coming out of the pit to do another flying lap, outlap flying lap. GTSA for the win. Let's see what he can do. Currently, I think, yeah, this is going to be it's a lengthy lap, 2 minutes plus, but currently we have got Hollywood running in first place with a fantastic 2:06.771 with a Supra. In second place we got, I think, was it SMP3? Yeah, he goes for another round. He sets currently I think it is a 2:07.146 thereabouts. We got Superman in third with a 2:07.585. We've got Ghost Killer Pace with a 2:07.760. I think Ghost Killer is due a win. He is due a win, but can that Nissan Skyline, Nissan GTR keep up with the stronger cars for this track, which does seem to be the Porsche and the Supra with its magnificent straight line speed. So we'll see. The one downfall of this GTR is once you go into 6th gear, which is gonna be very often in this race, 6th gear doesn't pick up speed as often as fast as the other cars. So we'll see if he can improve on his time. Highly doubtful, because by the time he goes through another lap, the tire's already gone, so he won't be going any faster, and that's pretty much it for most of the guys qualifying laps here. We got Gran in the Corvette, who is not where he is known to be, up in the front with the qualifying time. We'll see, does he do anything better? Slides over the grass. They're going into the final second last corner there. That's dangerous, but a fast way to take the corner. Gran currently in 6th with the Corvette Group 3. Jun Ali in 6th place. Did I say 5th or 6th? Jun Ali in 5th, 6th. Oh yeah, it is 6th place. With the Supra as well. Does he set a faster lap? 207, 208. He does go marginally faster, just by a 10th. 208, 428 is his fastest lap, and he's pulling off to the side, chilling. We got Steve. I didn't see what his lap time was, but he's gonna head out as well. We got Kennels making a comeback to pool 1 again, and he is currently on his out lap. Will he have enough time? He should have enough time to do a flying lap, but the thing is he gonna get impeded at all? No. Taking a little bit of a wide line through that corner, but it is significant enough. It can be fast. He has to do the rest of the lap quite nicely to make it. I wonder why it shows him. Hey Revs, you like it? Hello Trevs. Well done on your P3, even though results don't show it, Rev. It might have been a P2. Myself and Fluffy Butt would have been battling, but yeah, then I wouldn't be able to do the manufacturer streaming, so I had to do something extremely unusual. Everybody's looking at the pits like, why is Revs putting in like 3 laps in a row? Okay, let's see here. But Holly, what? Wait. Ghost Gears, your win 206. That is just stinking fast, right? That is just stinking fast. Evening Aliens from Pumpkin Patch. Holly, Gilla, and SMP will be close for sure. For sure, it's gonna be a fantastic race. The Slipstream Pit Stop Championship. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be one of the contenders for the most pit stops in this series, because I've had to do it on multiple occasions. Where did Holly cut the cook, Fluffy Butt? Yeah, exactly. This man is flying, and Kennel's also improving on his time. We got OJJDS in a very underpowered car for this track. I think Levitius is also very happy that he's missing this track, because it's a speed and power track, and this is where the Aston Martin V12 lacks in power. Where do you hear that? Did mid 206s in practice? Whew, that's fast, man. I was just honestly very lucky with the Mitsubishi, because that thing is slow. It's slow on the straights. It's agitated in the corners. It's bad on tires. It's okay on fuel. That's about it. Zero practice. Ah, wow. It's that Porsche will get you through no matter what you do. You can practice on qualifying, and the car will like lead you to it. Porsche is a very strong car after the update as well. But Kilara in the pits at the moment. Kennel's in the pits as well. Nearly 3 seconds behind the lead. So Hollywood qualifying ahead. SMP with a 207.2, so he doesn't go faster than his first flying lap when he went to the pits. Supermanny also just chilling on the side on the hard tires. So yeah, that's going to be a difference. The Alpha struggle, didn't enjoy the bumps at all. I'm with you 100% there, Fluffy. That Mitsubishi, because of that turbo power, it just wants to go flying off it wants to ramp. It's like, it feels like it's a rally car. Also, I didn't turn off my. You also did no practice and undefeated in this race. Also didn't turn off your PS5 this week. Oh well, like as long as you're there for the fun. But with 5 red lights, we are going to be underway. Oh, Hollywood gets a bit of a slow start. Superman, he gets a slow start. RBS in the Mercedes gets a good start. SMP3 Pro goes already into first place. Kilara also getting a fantastic start. And is everything okay into turn 1? There's a bit of argy-bargy. Superman going down to 7th. So not a good start. The Supra doesn't have good launch speed. But we'll see if he can bring it up during the race. Little bit of fighting going into the next set of corners here. Wide goes Superman. He's side by side with GTRSA. Steve trying to pick up the pieces of that little battle. GTRSA is going to be forced wide. And in front we have Hollywood going slightly off on the grass, just followed by Ghost Killer. Kilara already into third. Hollywood down into second. SMP3 Pro pulling a 7.7 second lead already, almost getting himself out of the slipstream. And he's going to be caught by Hollywood, though. That Supra is really like the fastest car in the straight line at the moment. Kilara also not too bad in the straight line. Ghost Killer is very, very nicely tucked into the slipstream there. RBS is right behind him. So coming through, Superman is Kennels in 7th, GTRSA in 8th, Steve in 9th, OJ in 10th, Junali down to 11th. So there's not going to be any relegations. Unfortunately, the top 4 of last week's race are going to be demoted here. Well, at least top 3 besides Ghost Killer Pace here. SMP3 Pro, he's going to be looking in his mirrors. He got a very good exit out of that right-hander. But look at that, 3/10 almost caught up by Hollywood just on the straightaway alone. Hollywood now 1 second clear of Gilarabrain. Is 4.4 seconds ahead of Ghost Killer, 0.2 seconds ahead of RBS. RBS looking to throw Ghost Killer off his line there, but Ghost Killer is not one to really crack under pressure. Superman is now back up to 6 with an awful start of the race from him, but he's going to be getting back. Starting on the hards though, let's go through our tires for this one. So SMP3 is starting on the racing soft tires. Hollywood starting on the racing soft tires. Lara on the racing softs. Ghost Killer on the racing softs. RBS on the racing softs. Kennels on softs. Superman on hard, so he might be going for a 3-stopper. This positions being swapped. GTRSA now up to 7th. Superman in 8th, and there's almost a 3-way battle going into corner 1. Steve also trying to pick up the pieces there. He's also on softs. Junali on softs. OJ on softs. Him and Junali are battling for what is last place in the race, but still safe from relegation. So these guys have no need to worry. They can just drive their races. Superman falling down the order, but he's going to be doing, I think, a 3-stopper here. We'll just have to see. He might do 2 stints on the medium tires, but that's it. We'll have to see. Very close gaps by all of these guys here. Ghost Killer Pace now in 5th. Looks like RBS did get ahead of him. I wonder if there was some contact there. We don't know. But Hollywood now 2 seconds ahead of Kilara, and SMP3 Pro is getting the gap closed down. Porsche much better through corners. Despite the Supra being quite agile, it's very boaty on this track. So SMP is going to be getting a big launch. Look at that, almost 2/10 of an increase on the corner there. Now onto the straightaway, and all that time is going to be coming back to Hollywood. In the slipstream he is. There's 1/10, there's 2/10, 3/10, 3.5, 4/10, nearly all the time that SMP pulled in the lap is clawed back just on the straight line speed of that Supra. Kilarabane having a fantastic start, getting up into 3rd place from, I think, what was it, 5th or 6th? RBS and Ghost Killer also battling it out. I think the guys are either going to be doing 3 or 4 laps here. I think most of them are going to be doing 4 based on the fuel, looks like. But yeah, I think this track does not favor the GTR with its a quirky speed deficit. So Kennels, GTRSA getting on the grass. Superman goes into the pits, so this is our first pit stop of the race. If Manny can pull it off, he'll be clawing back a lot of time, and he will be in clear air. So if he needs to have quite a flawless race now to make this 3-stopper worthwhile. But we will check back in with him as we go along. OJ falling slightly behind Junali in the Supra there, but he will be making it back on the corners. That Essen is really good on the corners, but yeah, all over just not a great car in the current state of the game itself. SMP, yeah, let's just see. Like, going back to comments. You took the 2010 Aston for the noise pollution. Right. At V12. That's so underpowered, man. It's kind of frustrating. Check the PBR strat working tonight. Let's see. Ooh, SMP gets a little bit slidey there. And despite that, still gets a little bit of time. Sorry, I got a little bit of a snot nose. Hopefully that's not like flu coming through. At Hollywood now back on the straightaway again. SMP saving slightly bit more fuel. But once again, Hollywood is going to be clawing all that time back that SMP makes on the rest of the track. But they have now got a steady 3-second gap towards Gilara. The Corvette, I don't think, is that great on tires. You can see Hollywood and SMP significantly better tires than Gilara here. Ghost Killer up to P4, so he might have caught up on the straight there. But Kennels is lying in the wakes, looking for something to go down between these two drivers again. And we'll see what that does for the rest of the race. GTRSA currently in 0.7 of a second ahead of Steve, 0.7 of a second ahead of Jonali. Oh, OJ looks like he must have made a mistake there because he's now dropped to 2 seconds behind Jonali there. Hollywood into the pits on his third lap. SMP Gilara is staying out for another lap, so heavily on the fuel saving here. GTRSA as well. So yeah, this is going to throw a spanner in the works. Is the overcut, or how much is the overcut going to work for these 4 drivers? Jonali also going for the 4th lap as opposed to everyone else here. So out comes Hollywood. Does he go? The undercut, yes, the undercut is quite strong on this game. Superman, he does get ahead of Hollywood there, so he's on another set of soft tires. So okay, so it's going to be 2 soft stints, mediums, then hards to the end. Very curious strat here by Superman. We'll see if it does pay off. Regardless though, you won't need to. Glad to see different stats for sure, dude. It's nice to see different stats. There was a myriad of strategy differences in pool 2. Some people starting on hard, some people going for extra long medium stints. 3-stopper can be fast. I think the 2-stopper is faster. But if Superman, like I said, if he can manage to claw all that time back, it is quite possible to run the 3-stopper. I don't think there's too much of a difference. Maybe Superman will also try and claw back that fastest lap time. But SMP doing a fantastic job. He was in one, I think, in the top 3 or the top 4 last race. Gilara now falling 6 seconds behind, being caught up by GTRSA. So the tires of the Corvette not doing well at all here. Meanwhile, GTRSA saving the tires much better. Jonali as well being a very good tire whisper here. I'm getting messages. And that's why I'm so lacquers, because I live in a hole, brother. I actually felt freaking. Give me a second. I need to take my inhaler. That's probably the most quiet time you're gonna have on these streams. Did you take my breath away? I think so, possibly. I'm also sweating here from the excitement. So, Superman now goes into the lead of the race. So we'll see what he manages to do now. SMP coming through on the mediums. Ghost Killer on the mediums. And that undercut seems to have paid off. Overcut is a bit treacherous on this one, but then again, that extra lap on the tires does make a significant difference. So we'll see if Hollywood is going to start defending against SMP3 Pro here. Meanwhile, Ghost Killer Pace has settled himself into a 2-second lead against GTRSA here. Gilaro Brain getting the short end of the stick, coming out in 6th place. Just slightly ahead of RBS, goes a little wide onto the grass there. RBS being under attack from Kennels as well. And there's a Gilaro Gilara sliding, going onto the bridge there. And this looks like a chance for RBS to make a move. Is he gonna make a move though? Kennel's also looking up at the inside. Gets very close, but no cigar for RBS. He does go slightly on the outside, gets a little bit squirrely at the exit there. And Kennels cannot take advantage of that little mistake there. Just because of that little mistake, Gilara pulls another 1 second lead. GTRSA 1.3 seconds ahead of Gilara. Ghost Killer 2.3 seconds ahead of GTRSA. SMP3 now 3 seconds ahead of Ghost Killer, closing up the gap slightly to Hollywood. But Hollywood does have worse tires. You can see there on the chart. On the what is the graph chart thing? SMP has a good idea with his livery. Martinis at GTSA is a Thursday well spent. For sure. This man he loves his Martini designs. And this Porsche is one to make that Martini livery stand out. Graphic. There we go. It's a graphic, not a chart or a diagram, a graphic. Thank you, Fluffy Butt. And yeah, in goes Superman once again. So 3 laps on the hard tires. What does he switch to now? That is the question. I forgot he started on hards, so mediums, and then he might be going to softs again. Hello, my baby. A little nephew coming in to say hi. Okay, going down the order again. Hollywood on now what is I think going to be 2 lap old medium tires. SMP3 is on 2 lap old medium. Starting a second lap. Then we got Ghost Killer in third, also on the mediums. GTRSA significantly saving more tires than Ghost Killer. Okay, well, he did have the overcut. The 90 needs to join us on track. One day he will for sure. He's already using my steering wheel, so I'm prepping him. Gilara cannot claim to be closing the gap to GTRSA though. In fact, the gap is just increasing. Porsche seems to be also a strong car on this track. Gilara losing touch as well again. I think this is a bit of a kryptonite for the Corvettes here, because they need to save fuel, they need to save tires, and I think it might be a little bad at doing both, especially on a longer track like this, a longer track, longer lap time. And Gilara cannot even get currently into the he couldn't get even a lower than a 2089 on the soft tires because of all that fuel saving. So it shows how much of a difference that fuel saving makes on the lap times. Kennel's 1.9 gap is slowly climbing towards Gilara. And we got RBS GT down in 7th. He's on hard tires, so saving the better tires for the instant. So he's probably going to be going long on these tires. Jonali also on the hards. Then we got OJ in 9th. Steve looks like he must have made a mistake. Looks like slight mistake by Steve, sending OJ up into 9th place. And then Superman here on the unorthodox strat. And we'll see how much of a difference it makes. He's already approaching Kev or Steve there. So we'll see how much of a difference it makes in the race. In the beginning. Hollywood still making a very good time. 3.3 seconds ahead. Currently leading the race, and Hollywood not having a bunch of good races recently, but this is the one to make it up. So many different stats, exciting stuff for sure. Hollywood just needs to keep it on track. Luckily, there's not many places to severely go off, but the problem is heavy damage is on. So these guys want to keep it as clean, as smooth as possible here. SMP down to second, 2 seconds ahead. So Ghost Killer is slowly closing up the gap here. But the thing is it going to be enough? Will he manage to close that 2 second gap to SMP? But judging on the tires, I don't think so. If anything, he'll want to secure his 3rd place and possibly hope for mistakes or hope that the top two will get into a battle soon enough. We will see how much that undercut overcut makes a difference as we go on. GTRSA now up into 4th, so a very steady climb for GTRSA as always. GTRSA always pulling out the big stops when it comes to the long game. So 9BR or PBR, his names must change. PBR doing significantly great when the strategies happen. Last few laps are going to be fun. Thank you, Inhaler. Before that, maybe I should. But yeah, VSR Gilara Brain in 5th place currently. Kennels down to 6, almost 4 seconds of a difference from Gilara to Kennels there. Then we got RBS GT losing a lot of time on the hard tires. But the thing is, he's gonna have to claw that time back when he switches to the mediums later on. Jun Ali very close in contention with RBS here, so you want to avoid battles where you can, but I know with these guys you want to race side by side just because it's fun. It's fun. Team orders may say otherwise, but we'll see what the two of them do as they're getting closer together. OJ now 1.8 seconds, so the gap not increasing but not closing too fast as well. Hopefully when the two of them, John Ali and RBS, battle it out, which will probably be with this next coming straight, John Ali might close the gap with RBS here, and OJ is just going to be watching with hungry eyes, with feasting eyes, and hoping that he can pick up the pieces from a little scaff between the two of them. Supermanny now on to the back of Steve here, who's on the racing hards at the moment. So we'll see how much of a difference Supermanny can make as that gap comes down significantly. And look at the straight line speed of the Supra from 1.1 seconds down to 0.9, down to 0.8. You can even see that Sutton is getting bigger in the windscreen. The pixels are becoming more and more. Half a second, more than half a second on that straight, and because of the tire advantage, that gap keeps coming down and down and down. The thing is though, is he going to be held up by Steve as he goes into the next couple of laps? Sorry for my sniffles there. Hollywood still with a fairly decent gap from S&P here. And then S&P 2.4 seconds. So this gap, the gap between Ghost Killer and S&P staying the same. With the top three, the gap seems to be staying the same. And GTRSA also closing that gap down ever so slightly. But from the top four, it seems to be very, very stagnant. These guys are running the same pace. Let's look at the lap time. So Last 3 laps, 2095, 2088, 2088, 2091, 2087, 2091, 2095, 2089, 2086. So Ghost Killer going faster on the mediums than he did with the softs. Very interesting. If anything, yeah, Ghost Killer does get faster and faster as the race goes on. We've seen it before. He was catching up to Levitius and Richard last time around, but just not enough. Well, just enough to, I think, take the fight to ahead of Levitius towards the end of Bonza. So don't count him out just yet. Don't count S&P out just yet. And of course, don't count Hollywood out. He's flying in the Supra currently. In Gilara, losing ground slightly, ever so slightly, ever so little bit. And that's just it's probably very frustrating to him, because this is a bit of a kryptonite for the Corvettes here. The Kennels also 1.7, 1.8 seconds ahead of RBS. Gap is increasing since RBS is on the hards. But depending on if Kennels can hold it together, we might see a few changes, especially since these two still under battle. 0.6 of a second, 6 tenths separating 7th and 8th place, Jonani and RBS here at the moment. OJ falling more and more behind. Oh, goes on the grass, but doesn't go further than that. Superman, he does get ahead of Steve and already has a 4-second gap over him. An approach to OJ. Supra is going to have the straight line speed, slightly touches the grass. And are they going to be team orders here? Supra catching. Superman, it does look at the inside, but he's not close enough just yet. You can see the gap does come down with the difference in tires. But is OJ going to let him pass? He's right on board with Superman here for a little bit. And we'll see what's going to happen. Superman here also not taking chances, doesn't want to fight his teammate too much. OJ getting a little bit slidey, but you know, no major happenings just yet. We will see. Are they gonna go through? This is a very tight section. Superman, he does look for a move there though. He's probably trying to tell OJ mentally, telepathically, like, let me through, I'm on a different strat. There's a yellow flag, and it is Kennels once again going off, and I think that was must have been because of the bumps. Fortunately no damage, otherwise that would have been a complete race ruiner. OJ does get overtaken by Superman here on the straight, and yeah, with yellow flags that was a bit treacherous. OJ did let him go through though, so oh hello. Commands, elements, stream elements. Oh, interesting. Very, very good. Look at that. Kalen doing some admin mid-stream here. Thank you very much, Kalen. This man's been fighting and making some massive changes to the GTSA website and things like that. So, massive shout out to Kalen Mauer there in the chat. Even then, look at that, sponsors. Oh my word, shout out to our sponsors: Right Recruitment, TJN, Racer Track On, Gorilla Garage, Zappa Gaming, Mayfair Gearbox, Radio Utility, Zanine. Wow, look at this man go. Look at this man go. He's fast on track and fast with the bloody computer. This man is an AI. This man is GT Sophie at this point. Look at him go. I'm getting out of shape here. I'm not watching the race. Update on the race. Hollywood now with severely worn mediums, 3.2 seconds. So the gap is starting to close now. You can see the difference of their tires from SMP3 Pro starting to take a dramatic effect as Ghost Killer now also falls into a 3-second deficit to SMP3 Pro. So the Porsche, look at GTRSA's tires as well. The Porsche showing fire tonight here. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Look at that. Kalen, you are a beast, my man. You're flipping wonderful. Getting WhatsApp notifications from this man as well. Killara right now 4.7 seconds behind. He's not catching any time at all due to having to save fuel and tires in this beefy V8. RBS and John Ali still on laps, and now Superman has got into the fight as well. The lead, Hollywood is still in the lead, but the gap is closing ever so slightly. But again, on the straightaway, that gap just climbs because of that straight line speed of the Supra. GTRSA going ahead of Ghost Killer. Oh wow, massive change in position here. The GTR really worn on tires, and that is another disadvantage of the GTR here, is that it is terrible on its front tires. Meanwhile, the Porsche is so balanced on its tires because of its rear engine modification. Well, it's MR, I think it is MR in this game. GTRSA and Ghost Killer Pace now going into the pits. Ghost Killer saving a significant amount of fuel compared to Ghost Killer Gilara Brain as well. So you should be saving less fuel and more tires, because it's the tires that's a problem, not the fuel in this case. RBS, June Ali, Superman all going ahead now, 3rd, 4th and 5th. A very close battle here between these three as well. And this is the problem with the 3-stop strategy. Superman is clearly faster than these other two drivers right now, but they're going to be fighting for position as we speak. June Ali goes up into 3rd, late braking from RBS, sends John Ali a little bit wide, and Superman is now going to try and pick up the pieces side by side with RBS. Side by side, they make a little bit of contact, but around the outside goes Superman. RBS concedes the position, and that's a very smart thing to do in this case. Very close contention with John Ali. Superman, there's a bit of contact there again, but the Supra is going to show its legs right here, going onto the main straightaway. And this is going to be the problem that Superman sits with. Now he has to battle for a position that shouldn't be. Oh, getting really close to the wall there. And we'll see now. 21 seconds separate second and third at the moment. But that's because the other guys have pit. So we'll see. Ghost Killer's GTRSA. Ghost Killer does come ahead of GTRSA, just by the way. GTRSA is with a lot more fuel. So maybe GTRSA overfueled and Ghost Killer underfueled. But there's going to be another close battle between the two of them. Superman not getting close enough to make a move. And he's probably going to be going into the pits either this lap or next. It was just an incident. Incident reporting, okay. Kellen testing out all the links for us. Very good. Let me see. I went to let me look at the chat here. Good luck, Manny, OJ, and Bryson. Hashtag we are pace. Thank you. You're still also won the pool 2 race. So hoping for the things from the pace boys here tonight. But when it comes to unorthodox things, pace is your guys. Look at Manny going into the pits now along with RBS. And this is going to be interesting because RBS is going on to medium tires now. Hollywood, John Ali going for an extra lap. Hollywood now into first place, and is he going to be held up by John Ali at all? SMP just 1.3 seconds away, and Ghost Killer 6 seconds away from third place. GTRSA also within slipstream distance, so there's going to be a very tight battle for what is going to be net third position. Killarabane also closing the gap by a fair amount here. 3.5 seconds separates them. Manny going into 7th position on the medium tires. Oh yes, he is on the medium tires. So this is going to be battle for position now. RBS and Superman, you're going to be battling for position. I keep forgetting that Superman is started on the hard tires. Oh, gets a little squiggly going through there. And once again, the repeat of 1 lap ago. Side by side through the stretcher's corner, but the Supra does have the speed. RBS does get close, but no cigar. It gives Manny the space, and we'll see, because all the time you have to leave the space. We will see how the slipstream is going to affect RBS's race from here. OJ further back in 9th place, 5 seconds behind RBS GT, 2 seconds ahead of Steve, and Kendall's unfortunately with his own incident. Down to 11th place, 7.5 seconds separates 11th and 10th position currently. 1 second to John Ali, and 1 second from Hollywood to SMP. So SMP dramatically closing the gap here. I think maybe Hollywood is maybe now very weary of SMP. So maybe set him off rhythm a bit, and we'll see as the Porsche takes the corner so much better than the Supra there. And we'll see John Ali is going to be going into the pit, so no major impediments at all. In goes John Ali now for a massive undercut again. And we'll see around the final corner comes GTRSA, Ghost Killer. Killara Brain not too far off, 2.7 seconds, so he's closing the gap by a fair margin. Superman 11 seconds from Killara Brain there. And he's going to be coming out. Let's see. John Ali coming out of the pits. When and where? 60% fuel. Superman coming out. John Ali with 1 lap fresher tires. And ahead, crucially ahead of Superman with fresher tires and less fuel. So this is a battle, once again a 3-way battle for 6th, 7th and 8th position. This is going to be close. Like you said, was it Yasin said I need to take my inhaler for the last couple of laps, and it's looking like it's going to be holding through. But I am fine. When I take my inhaler, it kicks that lungs into the next gear, so I'm good to go. 1 second separates SMP from Hollywood. My nose is getting a little blocked though, so that's a bit annoying. Hollywood though going a bit slidey, going wide into that corner, which sets SMP3 up very, very closely here. 5 seconds, 0.5 seconds separates the two of them. In the slipstream goes SMP, but Hollywood's weaving to the right and breaking the toe, weaving to the left a little bit. That is perfectly allowed. That is fine. And just with that, he gets the Porsche out of the slipstream again. So Hollywood really under pressure now. He is feeling the pressure from SMP3 right behind him. GTRSA is back up into third position, and it looks like that Porsche just handles so much better because he is on medium tires. GTRSA on the medium tires, so Ghost Killer Pace has no reply on the hard tires, unfortunately. He's going to have to wait till right at the end. And essentially it's a battle now between Ghost Killer and Gilara Brain to get fourth position. Gilara still 2.4 seconds away, but the gap is closing. So Ghost Killer is going to have to not worry about what's in front and worry about what's behind. Going to be a lacquer battle for the lead for sure. Superman ahead of Jun Ali now again, sending RBS to try and pick up the pieces there. Manny getting away, really flying on these medium tires at the moment. So the three stopper, not ideal, but he has actually gained position from that awful start with the Supra. So I think essentially Manny has not lost a position race wise. From quali he moved I think 3rd to 6th or 7th, but now he's back. Legs of the Supra versus the handling of the Beetle. Yeah, we'll see. The handling is definitely showing its fire here, but then again, depending on the exit of these corners, Hollywood again going ahead, Bush pulling that Supra's power away from the slipstream of SMP3, but it is still close contention between these two. 6/10 separate the two of them. And around the corner there's a long right-hander. Exiting on the straight is crucial here, and Hollywood does manage to get it. Is he going to move to the right again? He does. He moves out of the toe, and he's gonna probably move back slightly, and yes, it keeps SMP3 out of the toe again, so no attack allowed from SMP3 once again. Dirty air and punching a hole as well into the wind of SMP3 as well. So advantage given, advantage taken. Even with the dirty air, the Porsche still flies through the corners. Hollywood getting now in 8/10 of a lead, and look at that gap come down with each and every corner. The gap comes down, and then each and every straight the gap goes up. Very close to these two. These two drivers are on the edge of track limits here. Hollywood starting lap 16 now, and the rest of them following suit. 6 seconds separates GTRSA, so we can see that battle of the lead going down. Ghost Killer does pull a bit better gap ahead of Gilara Brain here, but still in 4th place, and it looks like the strategy of the PBR 9BR boys is really taking effect here. So a solid race from GTRSA here at the moment. Gilara Brain down the order. Would have loved to have seen what Levitius and Richard would have been doing here, because a disadvantage, especially to the Ferrari with a straight line lacking speed there. Beetle, Evo and Citroen are only MR cars here, but BMW Supra has the speed for sure. Even the M6, I'm surprised that we haven't seen more BMWs. I think there's only one BMW driver here in this current series. Superman pulling already a 2-second gap over Junali and RBS. Junali though pulling a 1.4 second lead ahead of RBS here. And Steve and OJ now fighting for position. Steve on the medium tires, OJ on the hard tires. So we're going to see a battle for 9th as well. There are always multiple battles. Is the Porsche Beetle RR? Is it not MR on Group 3? I'm sure it's MR on Group 3. But yeah, we'll just have to check. Maybe I'll check uh, with the car itself after the race. But now 1.4 seconds. Look like SMP3 must have had a little moment that set Hollywood onto another straight path to glory. 3 more laps remain in this race. 1.4 seconds separate first and second place. 5 seconds separate second and third. 3 seconds with third and fourth. 4 seconds with fourth and fifth. 7 seconds between fifth and sixth. And 2.5 between 6th and 7th. Junani in 7th. 1.5 to 8th position with RBS. OJ and Steve also battling it out here. Steve can't get a moment to pass just yet, but that medium tires are going to be kicking it very soon. Steve looking to break OJ's concentration there by just keeping him in the rear view mirror there. On the straightaway they go. This is a terrible interior. Look at this. You can see nothing. There's more view out of the freaking left side window than the actual windscreen. Is a very futuristic looking interior though. But yeah, despite that, Steve cannot bring the fight to close contention just yet. Kennel's falling even further behind on those hard tires. It's a penalty for picking the best group 4. Best group 4. With the Beetle. The best group 3 I think would be Porsche in general. Because the Supra has a lot more weaknesses besides its straight line speed. But Porsche is definitely the strong choice here. Porsche, and even I would even say the Corvette. It's just this long-winded races, long straight line races. Alpha, definitely an odd one. While its Group 4 is fantastic, a fantastic car. The Group 3 is mid, as they would say. And then you get the Mitsubishi. That's just terrible on all fronts. That's why I chose it, so that I can stay in pool 2. Superman he's making time to Gilarabrain. I don't know if it will be enough to catch 6 seconds, but the gap is coming down significantly. So Superman actually making the 3-stop strat work quite well. And we'll see. That gap, that timer is coming down significantly for us. So we'll see as we go into lap 19. Will Superman be on the tail of Gilarabrain for a fight to the end? Ghost Killer is basically just fighting to bring it home right now. Meanwhile, GTRSA is actually clawing back some time to SMP3 there. So GTRSA running a fantastic race here. Once again, the driver from Kimberley. I may be a bit biased because I live in a hole, he lives in a hole, we live in the same hole. So GTRSA will be always one of my top drivers for the day. Ghost Killer having a bit of a lonely gap now. 4.6 seconds separates him from third. 4.2 separates him from fourth. So you'll see a car in the distance wherever he looks. You'll see this tiny rear tail light pixels of the Porsche, and you'll see the front pixel headlights of the Corvette. I'm losing track of my cars here. Superman is still closing the gap. And we'll see with these last 2 laps, will the tires last? 3 seconds separate Superman and Jonali. And then 3 seconds separate Jonali and RBS. Steve still not able to find a way. Still not able to find a way past OJ. Weaving left and right to try and move around. Put OJ off his line. Even slightly. And then Kennels, once again, no more mistakes of relative consistency from Kennels on the hard tires. But that one little spin sent him way off where he needed to be. 2 seconds separate the SMP3 from Hollywood. So Hollywood increasing the distance there. Hollywood kicked it up again, setting 209s on the hard tires. That is incredible pace from Hollywood. This man was... He was going for it. He's going for it. He thought, okay, the big wigs are not going to be here. And GTRSA goes into the pits. Oh wow. What happened? What happened? What happened? GTRSA, what happened? Ghost Killer now goes into third. VSR Gilara goes into fourth. Did this man also do a 3-stopper? He didn't. What? Was GTRSA not on the hards at the start? Did he make a blunder? I don't know. I can't remember if GTRSA was on the hard tires. I don't know if you guys can check the stream back and see. Because now GTRSA demoting himself from third all the way down to 6. On the hard tires. 4.5 seconds separate fourth and fifth. So Superman is closing the gap to Gilara, but it's not enough at this point. Wait, what? Team orders not followed? Yeah, I wonder what happened there. That's very odd. I'm not sure what happened there. But 1.8 seconds. Oopsie. Yeah, that seemed like a very big oopsie there. Did GTRSA also do? Oh, clearly he's doing a 3-stop. Ferrari hacked Porsche's radios for that call. Disciplinary hearing. Definitely. He has revoked his driver of the day title as well. GTRSA, what have you done? 4.3 seconds separate Gilara in fourth place from Superman in fifth. 2 seconds to GTRSA in sixth. 2 seconds to Junali in seventh. 3.4, almost 3.5 to RBS in eighth. Steve can still not get past OJ. OJ making that defense look like something that Fernando Alonso would do with the what did I say? The Red Bull Visa Cash App Slayer Pace livery. It's still a mouthful. Is it gonna happen though? But before we look at that, Hollywood comes across the line just as I was looking through. Hollywood takes his win. I think it's probably the first one of the season, I think. But a much deserved. After this race, a very, very good race by Hollywood. The SMP3 takes second. Ghost Killer 12 seconds behind takes third. Superman, oh no, Gilara runs out of fuel again. This is the second race, and all the way down to 7th goes Gilara. Oh no, that's a tough cookie. That's a tough cookie to swallow. Damn. Superman then goes up to 4th. I spat all over my controller. Sorry with that one. GTRSA very close to Superman in 5th. John Ali in 6th. Gilara Brain in 7th. RBS in 8th. OJ manages to fend off Steve by a mere 10th of a second. So Steve would have had him if there was one more lap probably. But what a close finish from everyone here. Save the replay. And let's just confirm our suspicions. Where's that Porsche? Where's the Porsche at? It is MR. It's not RR. It is an MR, but I think it's like probably more RR than MR. Congratulations to our driver of the day and winner in Kev R Hollywood. SMP3 does keep the fastest lap with the Porsche. 1.5 seconds separating the top two. Solid race by them. Ghost Killer managing to contain Godzilla and bring it through for third place. Superman with the fantastic 3-stop strategy to bring him back up to 4th. And GTRSA with the blunder of a strategy, the Ferrari strategy, going down to 5th, all the way from 3rd. Chunali in 6th with the tire whispering mechanics that he has going for him this season. Gilara Brain running out of fuel, demoting himself from 5th all the way down to 4th all the way down to 7th. So a very, very sad end to a great race by Gilara there. RBS GT in 8th with the AMG. OJ in 9th, just containing the Citroen in 10th from Steve, and then Kennels finishing off in 11th. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very, very much. Okay, wait. Let me read all this bloody tags here from Stream Elements. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe. Thank you for all your comments. It's always fun interacting with you guys. Shout out to our sponsors. Right Recruitment, TGL Racing Simulators, Trackart ZA, Gorilla Garage, Zappa Gaming, Mayfair Gamebox, Rhino Utilities, and yeah, okay, Right Recruitment is there. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night and have a good weekend. Thanks for the stream. It's always a pleasure. I enjoy these streams. I hope you guys do as well. Have a good weekend ahead, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time. I'm actually racing in Pool 1 in Nations. So 2 weeks' time, I will see you guys again. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.